Rebecca, you're gonna disagree with at least one thing I say in this video. If they're penis, sorry. If there is any editing, it's going to be very minimal. Still working on getting like my video making setup back, but I had to stop and make this video real quick, so I'll try to keep it brief. I just had a really interesting experience on Sweet Anita's Discord server. I joined just a couple days ago, and I had only been in there really, I had lurked a little bit, but I had only had one conversation with people, and it seemed like a really good place. I was really excited to make friends with Tourette's and stuff, because I don't really have friends who share that struggle. One guy told me it was a superpower, which I think is supposed to be consoling, but it's a disability. It's a disability, but I appreciated the sentiment nonetheless, trying to find the bright side in things, whatever. And so, penis, pimp, pump up the penis, pimp, 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 tint, 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 pimp, penis, okay. Pimp, 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 penis, okay. Vagina, we're done. Wow, we're done. I really don't want to tick, and I'm gonna suppress my tics for a minute. Yeah, so I was really excited to have some friends with Tourette's, some cool people to hang out with. It's a no politics Discord server, which I was honestly, okay with. I was like, alright, I don't really want to talk politics with people. So that coup, that attempted Nazi coup, happened the other day on the US Capitol and several other state capitals. Yeah. Pretty messed up. I don't think it's really extreme to describe it as a domestic terrorist attack, a domestic terrorist coup. I think it's a total of 13 bombs that have been found there now. Some guy was arrested with 11 homemade bombs, and then there were the 2 that were found, right? So that's a domestic terrorist attack. With all of BLM, people weren't bringing homemade bombs to blow up the US Capitol. It's different. It's not just riots. It was a riot, but it was also an attempted coup. You talk to the people who were there, you listen to the interviews of the people who were there and, proud to be there. And their goal was to stop Biden from being president and to ensure that Trump's the president because he's supposed to be or whatever, because the election was rigged. So, I don't like when it flashes. I want it to be smooth. There we go. Yeah, so, anyways, that happened the other day, and I was just getting ready to do the dishes, and I was lurking in there, and I was like, well, I don't have time to talk to anyone right now, but I figure I'll wish people, a happy day and that they're doing well. And I thought about it, because in the rules it says, no politics, use common sense. It's longer than that, but that's basically what it says. And I was like, okay, well, let me use my common sense for a second. This isn't really controversial. Republicans have been condemning it, people have been stepping down and resigning from office, because it did not work, obviously. If it had worked as a coup, they probably would be taking responsibility for it and, bragging about it. But alas, democracy won, yay, praise Jesus, and they're all, cucking out now, oh, like the Malfoys in Harry Potter, oh, I had no idea, wow, that's crazy, who saw this coming, right, guys? And, so Republicans are condemning what happened, Democrats are condemning what happened, people who aren't far-right extremists and people on the left are also condemning, pretty much everyone's condemning what happened. No one likes it except for the QAnoners and the Trump supporters. And not even all the Trump supporters like what happened. Even some of them, most of them are chill. Some of them who aren't full-blown QAnoners are whoa, that's messed up, right? So my common sense told me, okay, everyone knows this is a terrorist attack. Everyone knows this was an attempted coup. Maybe this is just me having a perspective as an American and a Jew, and with friends of color and stuff, we're prepping for self-defense if these people start a civil war, okay? We are on the brink of a civil war in the United States right now. If you didn't know that, hi, that's what's happening. Nazis are gearing up to start fucking World War III with US as the target, I guess. I don't know, it's crazy, but, I've made it public on YouTube that I'm Jewish, and the Nazis gave me a lot of hate comments on that. But yeah, as a Jewish person, like, I'm just very aware, like, okay, if I had money, I would be buying more guns right now. Like, people I know who do have money are buying more guns right now. Not to go out and parade around and use them, but just to defend themselves if people come knocking on their fucking doors like the KKK with a fucking noose, like they hung up at the protest, the terrorist attack, yeah? So my common sense told me, okay, all of these factors, I guess I figured people were aware of that, and that this isn't, like, a controversial political thing. Like, if there was, like, I don't know, some, like, religious bombing, okay? Or if there was, like, a mob of religious zealots who had, like, bombed, like, a Muslim church or something, or, like, bombed a Christian church, just any religious bombing, like, people would be like, hey, hope you're doing well, hope you're staying safe from those terrorists. I feel like that's not political. That's just wishing people well in, like, war times. Or, like, in terrorism times? I don't know, borderline war times. Anyways, I didn't think of it as politics. Cause, like, it's not a right versus left thing. It's a Nazi versus not Nazi thing, okay? Cause these QAnoners, if you don't know, do believe in the Jewish question, which is the Nazi conspiracy that Jews run everything and they exaggerated or even faked the Holocaust to make themselves victims so that way they can eliminate white people or something. I don't know. Like, it's stupid. It doesn't make sense. So I said, hey, hope everyone's having a great day, wishing you all well, and hope that if you're in the US, you're staying safe from the Nazi terrorists, and, like, heart emojis. People got triggered by that. People got triggered. They instantly started, like, putting emotes and, like, tagging mods, and then instantly I got a warning. Like, let's keep politics off the server was the reason for my warning. So wishing people safety after a terrorist attack is too political for Sweet Anita's Discord server. So, like, it just blows my mind. Then I was like, sorry, like, wasn't trying to be controversial. Like, I was just trying to wish people well in, like, a dangerous time. I don't remember exactly what I said. I said something like that. I don't know. And then the mod responds, well, did you have to word it that way? No, you didn't. So let's break that down. What does that mean? It means that calling the Nazi terrorist coup on the US Capitol a Nazi terrorist coup, calling it what it is, and wishing people safety in these times is too controversial for her Discord server. Basically, like, according to that mod at the very least, like, and other people, they were like, oh, it's political, like, da-da-da, like, I didn't say vote for Biden, vote for Trump. I didn't say fuck Trump. I said, hope you're all doing well and staying safe after this terrorist attack. And that was too much. That was enough to give me a warning. Now, as a Jewish person, as an American Jew who's actually living through this, not some fucking Brit monger out with my fucking... I'm not even gonna be mean like that. Sorry, that's me being a bitch. Whatever I was gonna say shouldn't be said. But as an American Jew, post-Nazi terrorist attack, that made me feel really fucking unsafe. Like, it made it very clear that calling Nazis Nazis, this is, like, provable. Like, just go to the QAnon 8kun page, their welcome page, they have it all listed out, and when it gets to the section about the Jewish question, the JQ, they're like, do your fucking research first, normie. Like, you think we wouldn't believe this if we didn't have evidence for this? So they're like, if anyone's a QAnoner, like the woman who got shot for trying to break into the room where, like, the vice president and all the Congress members were hiding, like, they believe in the Jewish question. They believe in Nazi conspiracy theories. They fantasize, they LARP about Kristallnacht and Night of the fucking Rope. That's why they hung a fucking noose up at the Capitol, okay? So, like, This isn't controversial. This isn't political. It's wishing people safety on the brink of civil war. But that's too controversial for, I don't know, maybe everyone there is just like UK centric, like maybe because Sweet Anita isn't American, those people are just like fucking delusional and they don't understand the severity of things, or there's a bunch of conservative fucking Nazis in the UK, and they're welcome on Sweet Anita's Discord server. I don't know which one it is. All I know is that if I was a Nazi, low-key, and I didn't talk politics on the server, obviously, I just vibed or whatever, I would feel very safe there. I would feel like, oh, they stuck up for me, that wasn't a Nazi terrorist attack, or I would be like, well, it was justified, so I'm glad we're not talking about it, because I was gonna have to start, like, if I was a Nazi, I would feel really welcome there. And as a Jew, because I am a Jew, I can tell you I don't feel welcome there. Any space where condemning Nazism gives you a warning is, one, a disgusting space that no one should be in. It is not a safe space for people with Tourette's or whatever, like it's framed as, like everyone was acting like it was. Because guess what? People with disabilities, they're genocided in a Nazi's dream world. Okay, so it's not a safe... Any space that protects Nazis is not safe for anyone with any disability or anyone who's not a Nazi, first off, but specifically as a Jewish person and as a neurodivergent person, I feel even more unsafe there because there could be people on that server who support what fucking happened, who support the terrorist attack on my fucking nation's capital. So, I don't know, it's just fucking disgusting, honestly. Like, I don't know who the fuck that mod was, but he's either such a stupid woke scold that, like, he doesn't see how he's supporting terrorism and supporting Nazism by protecting them from being just acknowledged that they exist, or he's pro-Nazi himself and didn't like me calling it out. Because his specific problem that he said was, well, did you have to word it that way? No, you didn't. Did you have to call them like that? No, you didn't. That was his issue, was that I called it a Nazi terrorist coup. A Nazi terrorist attack. That was his issue. And that, it's just fucking reality. So, like, I understand that, like, oh, well, you shouldn't have been talking politics. But again, a terrorist attack that everybody is condemning, everybody who isn't a Nazi is condemning, like, acknowledging it and wishing people safety in such a disruptive, painful, scary time, like, I feel like if that is condemnable in any space, that's a disgusting space that, in my opinion, shouldn't exist. But if it is going to exist, if you're anti-Nazi, you shouldn't fucking be there. So I guess I'm just putting this out because it sucks, because I love Sweet Anita, and I don't love Nazis. I don't love them beyond, like, being human beings. Like, I wouldn't, like, take a Nazi and, like, let my hate rage out on them and, like, torture them or something crazy. Like, they have intrinsic value as human beings, but, like, that's the only value that they have in my eyes. And, like, when you're committing terrorist attacks, that kind of goes out the window. You know, like, if you're gonna start attacking people's lives, like, your life is, like, up on the fucking table now to be taken. You know, like, I don't feel sorry when these people are fucking shot when they're committing terrorist attacks. Not even trying to. When they are committing terrorist attacks and riots, like, I don't feel sorry that that woman died. I feel sorry for her family. I feel incredibly sorry for her family. And yeah, I'm kind of rambling at this point. But point is, Sweet Anita's Discord, full of cucks. That sounds so cringy. But seriously, full of cucks for Nazis. If you like Nazism, go hang out on Sweet Anita's Discord. If you don't like Nazism, I would recommend hanging out somewhere else, because it's a safe space for Nazis, because you're not allowed to call Nazis what they are. Even on the brink of civil war. And I keep trying to find, like, a community online, and I try to find community, because it's a pandemic, right? Like, I can't fucking go out and make friends. It's a pandemic. I really was excited to make friends with Tourette's who shared that struggle, but now I'm just kind of like, they're all fine, like, hanging out there. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, everyone seemed like they were on the mod's side, too. Everyone who was present for that interaction, they were, like, on the mod's side. And they were fine with me leaving. I was like, I'll let myself out, because you are not the type of people or type of person I want to be around if you're, like, against what I said. Like, gross. I want to fucking leave. It took me a second to figure out how to leave, but then I did. And, yeah, I don't remember what I was saying. Just a weird space. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it. Like, I'm all for safe spaces where everyone's allowed, where politics doesn't get in the way. I'm all for that, but when that comes down to silencing Jews, wishing others safety amidst Nazi terrorism in their own country, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say boo, hiss. I'm gonna say get the fuck out and never come back. To that vibe. Never come back. I don't like it. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Still love Sweet Anita, but it sucks because I can't even watch it right now anyways because she makes my tics worse, and that's not her fault. That's Ecololia's fault. That's my brain's fault. It's nothing against her. Sweet Anita is great, by the way. Like, clarify, I should have said this at the beginning. Jeez, I love Sweet Anita. She's great. I don't hold her responsible for the way her mods act. Like, that's fine. Like, she's fine. I'm sure if she was asked to condemn the Nazi terrorist coup, she would, okay? Like, she doesn't seem like the type to not condemn it. But, the Discord, I've noticed that YouTubers' Discord servers are just disconnected from them. Once they get to a certain size with large YouTubers like her and Vosh, like, they're kind of run by the community, and you can't trust that the way your YouTuber believes or behaves is going to reflect the way you're allowed to believe or behave in their Discord server. The rules are normally, in my experience, a lot stricter than, like, maybe the YouTuber themselves would, like, manage it, but they have to leave other people to be responsible, you know? And, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It was just really disappointing because I'm like, great. Like, I find a community where people with Tourette's are welcome, but shit, Jews aren't welcome. So, sorry. Jews are welcome. They're just not allowed to condemn Nazi terrorism with the ultimate goal of genociding them. That's all. That's all. That's all. Jews are welcome. They just have to shut the fuck up about their problems. That's all. So yeah, I'm a go because I could ramble all day. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I might do these unedited videos until I get my editing setup working again. Penis and vagina and the penis. That's not how it works. Sorry. We'll see though. I'm still working on my mental health. Still working on getting good. So, yeah. See you in the next one. Bye.